Next is TPM, Total Preventive Maintenance. Already you have discussed this TPM. This TPM is making sure that all the machinery equipments is fully maintained to ensure the process performance, and this is possible to achieve by adopting TPM. Here there are some basic conditions of TPM. First one is improve equipment effectiveness. There is considerable confusion in understanding equipment effectiveness. It is not the available time but the actual time the machine is productive and able to maintain quality output. The equipment does not work all the time. Even when it is working, it is not efficient. There are losses in the equipment available time due to the planned maintenance time, unplanned machine failure, high setup time, poor performance efficiency, and overall equipment effectiveness is the result of percentage of equipment availability. Performance efficiency and first time pass rate. If the machinery and equipment are not performing, the output quality is affected, resulting in customer dissatisfaction. It is necessary to calculate the overall and equipment effectiveness, that is OEE, of each of the machines and have a clear program to improve the OEE by TPM. Increase in OEE in turn improves the productivity, quality and profitability. That is improve equipment effectiveness. And the second one, implement autonomous maintenance. This autonomous maintenance by operator is a unique feature of TPM. Operator normally do not care even to clean their machine properly. To change their mindset and make them understand the importance of carrying out the maintenance is a big task. Everyone in the organization must believe that it is possible for the operator to understand the equipment maintenance. The process involved in autonomous maintenance, that is first one, clean the machine or equipment thoroughly, identify the reason for dust or dirt, create standard for lubrication with specific area and time, identify if there are abnormalities in air pressure, lubrication, tightness of bolts and nuts, electrics, create hydraulics and move parts. Establish appropriate standard to be followed by the operator. And last one, make sure the operators are trained in standard and they follow that strictly. This is about the autonomous maintenance. And the third one is initiate scheduled maintenance. There are scheduled maintenance activities to be performed by the maintenance department. The scheduled maintenance is performed on a planned date in consultation with the shop. In some organization, preventive maintenance is carried out by the team consisting of operators and maintenance personnel. In addition to the preventive maintenance, weekly maintenance, monthly maintenance and major overhaul of the machines are planned well in advance and fully coordinated with the shop. This is scheduled maintenance. Next one is improve skills. Improve operational and maintenance skills of the operator. This depends upon the type of machines. The training curriculum is to be made and the operators are given intensive training on various aspects of the machine maintenance. Continuous learning is the heart of continuous machine improvement. Machine do only what people make them to do, right or wrong, and can only perform better if people taking care of them acquire new knowledge and skill regarding the equipment care. These TPM activities always have two aims. First one is to achieve optimal equipment conditions and achieve optimal human performance. These are inseparable because of human performance creates the equipment conditions. TPM evaluates human skills and role of people play in equipment maintenance and productivity improvement. Skill development is crucial for success of the TPM, and Six Sigma team has to prepare a clear training program in the revised process in consultation with the process owner and the maintenance department. And the last one, initiate equipment management. In case of revised processes, require installation of new machinery or equipment. The management of newly installed machinery and equipment starts from the day that the machine is installed. During installation or running as part of the machine commissioning, there will be a certain problem with the machine which are to be recorded. The machine manufacturer may depute his representative to sort the initial problems. This problem may create major breakdown after some time. It is necessary to initiate history cards for the machine and record all the actions taken. The maintenance department should share all the vital maintenance data with the shop manager so that they are aware of design features of machines. Required spares are to be planned and are ordered along with the machines. Spares are clearly identified and placed as close as possible to machines. For most of the machines, the machine manufacturer recommends the servicing requirement and they must be strictly followed with proper records of the work done. These are some basic conditions of TPM. And the next topic is TPM implementation process. Here, some steps to be followed in implementing TPM are by mission groups and specified technology areas are as follows. The first one is announce OP management decision to implement TPM in the organization. Here, TPM is basically a team activity where every employee in the organization is fully involved. In traditional organization, the production operator supervisor feel that the maintenance of machine is not their responsibility and always look to the maintenance department. Even for the routine maintenance work, these operators will look for maintenance department. It is difficult task to change the mindset of the employee to adopt the change in culture where everyone shares the machine or equipment maintenance. As a part of Six Sigma improvement strategy, adapting to TPM is the responsibility of the management to prepare the employees for successful implementation. As a first step, the CO or champion has to take then into confidence and explain the importance of adapting to TPM as part of Six Sigma projects to improve the overall equipment efficiency, thereby improving the productivity, quality and profitability. For this purpose, it is required to identify 2-3 managers who will form a core implementation team. This core team, in consultation with the Six Sigma project team, prepares a detailed presentation on the importance of implementing TPM and the advantages of implementation. And in second step of implementation process, establish vision and strategies. Before implementing TPM, the Six Sigma team, in consultation with the process owner, must assess the current condition of the machine or equipment and associated services. For example, if the management has a vision to improve overall equipment efficiency to world-class standard, to improve the productivity, quality and reliability, the same is reflected in strategies planned by the Six Sigma team. The vision statement normally read as, the company is to implement TPM and achieve 85% of overall equipment effectiveness in all the areas of plant within 18 months. Based on the vision, clear strategy have to be prepared, such as first one, improve equipment available time to 90% within the next 6 months. Second one, achieve first time pass rate of 99.5% in the next 12 months. Improve performance efficiency to 95% in the next 18 months. The vision and strategy guide the TPM team to attack specific area of the plan and have a clear plan to achieve them. Next, third one is to formulate the master plan. Once the vision and strategies are specified, the next step is to prepare the master plan to achieve the targeted strategy. The master plan indicates the major activities and the time frame. It is also indicates the person responsible to achieve this plan. Next, the fourth step, form cross-sectional teams. Here, cross-sectional teams will improve the equipment performance with much greater ease efforts made by a single department working alone. This is especially true for chronic failures and quality problems. Departments working independently will not produce world-class results, nor the task of improving machine productivity be placed entirely in the hands of maintenance department. Members of these action teams are most often selected from different departments like production, maintenance and engineering. While many problems can be resolved by a single individual or a small group within a resolved single department, other significant problem on the factory floor could only be resolved by cross-functional teams. The formation of TPM team exclusively to take care of control aspects of improved process is very important, and team will contain a team leader and associates. Shop operator that working on each of the machines, the shop engineers, maintenance personnel, inspectors to be named for each area where TPM needs to be implemented. A TPM team first meeting has to be organized by Six Sigma project leader to explain the detailed responsibility of TPM team. And next one, you have selected the team. The next step is to train all the team members. That is, training the team members both in operation and maintenance skill is very important. Since the team is selected for a type of machine or equipment, the shop operators as a first step are trained how to clean the machine and observe minor defects. The team begins the work by cleaning and inspecting equipment component in a team accessible area, identify if there are minor defects and record in a tag, identify the safety concerns, and to identify the sources of contamination. As soon as the team gets started, the members have to begin to measure their own behavior. Changes in behavior must predate improved machine performance. Behavior comes first, results come later. The only result that the team is striving for during the early stages of TPM step 1 is a machine that is clean and free of all humanly detectable minor defects in accessible areas of the machine. Okay, and the next step is to hold TPM kickoff event. This is an important event as a part of Six Sigma improvement projects. The top management is to make sure that all employees do participate in the event. They normally invite key customers and suppliers to attend this event. Management announces the scheme and explains the importance of participation by all concerned. The Six Sigma team members inform silent features and work required to be carried out in some cases. The TPM team are introduced to all the participants and every employee is requested to extend maximum cooperation to this team. This event is to generate enthusiasm among all the employees to make TPM a great success. And the next step is to prepare process map for preventive maintenance. Machines with effective preventive maintenance programs make more product than the machines that are only repaired when they go for breakdowns. TPM programs or improved machine plans are often avoided because managers believe that machine PMs reduce the time and the machines can run in production. This TPM principle is hard for people to grasp. It is easier to believe that more products will be made if machines are kept running for a longer duration without any breakdowns. This effective preventive maintenance plan requires less technical time than the time required to repair properly or poorly maintained machines. And the next step is to prepare new procedures. Based on the process map, a detailed procedure for preventive maintenance is to be prepared. Procedure should be indicate the process step by step, and time required to complete each activity should be specified in this. And next one is standardize the process or procedure. It is necessary to standardize the entire preventive and scheduled maintenance procedures with cycle time so that future team will follow strictly the procedure. The spares required to purchase with a clear stock level are also to be standardized. This will form the basic data for further improvement. Cleaning standards, lubricating standards are also to be specified in this. The TPM has to be understood and followed by all concerned. This is a most useful tool and directly helps to control the improved process. And the last step is to develop a scheduled maintenance program. Scheduled maintenance is to be carried out by maintenance department in coordination with shop floor who are responsible for preventive maintenance. The maintenance department is to prepare a scheduled maintenance program for each machine. This will include weekly schedule, monthly schedule and annual inspection. These are some of the TPM implementation process steps to be followed for implementing TPM activities.